So yeah, it's been about a week and a bit since my last chemo session. But for those of you who know me, you've probably heard the news. I'm in remission now. So technically, what that means is I'm cancer free. I basically had my PET scan the other week, and the results came back, and it was all clear. So there's not actually any cancer alive in me at the moment. But so that's good news. I mean, to have beaten it in 4 chemo sessions. I found out just before my fifth actually, but yeah, to beat it in four chemo sessions, I thought was quite good actually. To be honest, it's probably a mixture of all the things I've been doing. I mean, like I've said about my diet, staying healthy, eating clean. Um, Also, just having a strong faith. I mean, I would beat it, and I have. It's just a lot of people think that this is it, it's over now. It's not. Just because you're in remission doesn't mean that you don't have to get on with it really. Yeah, I've still got to do all my 12 chemo sessions, so I'm still going to be doing chemo until September, mid-September. I'm still keeping up with the diet and everything. I'm basically still going on as if everything's the same, nothing's changed. The main reason is because I don't want to relapse. I know a lot of people do relapse. I mean, a lot of people that are in the a lot of the people that are in hospital that I come across have all been there before, and they've all relapsed, which is something I'm trying my hardest for not to happen to me. I just don't want to. Who does? But yeah, so good news. I am in remission, but nothing changes really. It's the same. So yeah, I had my fifth chemo session. It was all right. It was, in terms of the actual session itself, it wasn't too good for me in terms of I felt really sick whilst getting the chemo this time round. I got sick. I had to get sweets and sit there eating sweets whilst I was getting the chemo. I know I say part of the diet is don't eat any of that refined sugar and all that crap, but like I say in my past videos, it's gotten to a point where certain smells of chemicals and things, just being in that hospital, sitting there getting the chemo administered, just mentally it makes me feel sick, like physically sick, and it just helped to have a couple of sweets here and there to help me get through that. But I mean, the session itself wasn't so bad, nothing out of the ordinary. They they got the wrong vein again, which is I'm kind of getting sick of, to be honest. Just constantly getting the wrong vein. But once they did find the correct vein, they did get it all done, and it was fine. Since then, it's not been too bad. I mean, in terms of the effects and stuff, the effects have all been the same. It's still been the nausea, the soreness in the mouth, the tiredness, all of that. I mean, I think the worst one this time round has probably been the tiredness. I've been really fatigued, which I don't. I'm quite tired in general from all the chemo, but I've been really tired lately. But then again, I've been out and about a lot, so I don't know. My veins have been sore. I know I moan about them all the time, but it's one of the worst ones really. The vein pain. It's I don't know how to explain it. It just hurts. But I'm not going to go on too much about the physical effects again. It's just one of those that you have to get on with really. I'm just trying to think if there was anything out of the ordinary. My eyes hurt. I mean, if you've noticed recently in videos and stuff, I'm wearing sunglasses a lot more. Even if I go out and it's not sunny, my eyes get really sore. My eyes, the chemo is starting to make my eyes really sore. So even if it's not sunny outside, I still need something to cover them, just to protect them a bit. Plus, it's always nice to wear sunglasses. Tiredness, I mentioned that. I think a lot of it is linked to the lack of sleep. I have been quite sleep deprived. Since chemo started, I haven't been able to sleep much really, to be honest. I'm probably averaging about 4 or 5 hours a night, which is mostly broken sleep as well. I do tend to maybe nap during the day instead, but naps don't really help. I've never been a napping kind of guy. But yeah, sleep deprivation is kind of catching up with me now. It's taking its toll on me. A lack of appetite. I mean, usually the second week I'm alright, but the first week there is a huge lack of appetite. I find I really struggle to eat. What else is there? I'm just trying to think. I mean, most of it, the rest of it has pretty much been the same. I mean, it's just, I think I do need sleep. Chemo brain. I've mentioned chemo brain in a few of my past videos. It's really kicking in now. It is quite annoying because I'm finding myself getting slower, and like I mentioned in my past video, I've always been quite a sharp person. My brain has always been on point. I've been quick-witted. It's just part of my personality. But since chemo brain started kicking in, I am getting a bit slower, and I do make a lot of mistakes now, and I do have to think more about things rather than just, I don't know, it's just everything's getting a bit slower in my head. But it's gonna happen, isn't it? In terms of how I'm feeling mentally, not too bad. I've been okay. I've been a bit of a recluse again. I've not really spoken to many people. I mean, I have my close friends around me and my family, but even then, I tend to just like put my headphones in and sit there in my own little world. But that's just how I am anyway. Yeah. I don't know. But it's not been as bad. I mean, the effects are lasting a lot longer. I mean, I've had worse chemo sessions, but the effects are lasting a lot longer. So whereas before I would recover in maybe about 6 or 7 days, now it's taking me 10 days or 11, 12 days. So it's getting, like I said, it is cumulative, so it is going to get gradually worse, but it is kicking in. I mean, one of the hardest things to do is when you know you're in remission and you've still got to go through the chemotherapy. I mean, that's the hardest part. I think people assume it's easier now because, okay, you're in remission, you're better. It's not like that. It's quite the opposite, because I think, right, if I'm better, why do I need to do all of this? Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not dwelling on it too much. I need to do it, so I need to do it. I'm just going to get on with it, really. But it's mentally, it's hard because you think, right, if I'm better, I don't really need to pay attention to this. That's what's hard, as in keeping up with my diet and keeping up with just trying to stay positive about everything, because you naturally you think, right, it's done, but it's not. So that's probably one of the hardest things to get on with now. But yeah, it's all good news. It's all positive. I mean, I've tried to be positive since the whole thing started, and I guess it is paying off. I'm not sure too much what else to say. I mean, I'm going to make more videos on, like I said, my diet. My diet's already done, sorry. My exercise and the importance of exercise and stuff like that. I'll hopefully do that soon. Apart from that, yeah, I've got 7 more chemo sessions left. I've got my 6th one on Friday, which will be the halfway point now. I mean, it's all going by really quickly. It's going quicker than I thought, and I don't know, at times you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's hard to see it, but I think I am starting to now. But I know it's going to be a long road. I mean, you can see the light, but it's still a long tunnel. Apart from that, yeah, not much else has been going on, really. Just trying to keep at it. Sister and cousin still doing the skydive. As usual, I'll put the links in the description below. I mean, if you do have any questions, again, please feel free to ask. I have been getting a lot of good questions actually lately, and I don't mind answering them at all. I'm just trying to keep busy. I'm just trying to do things to keep me busy. I mean, I've started drawing again. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, and it's something that as you get older, it's one of those hobbies you kind of just forget about. But now I've got so much time on my hands, and you need something to keep your mind occupied. I mean, I've started drawing again. I've done a couple of drawings. I've put them up on my Instagram and stuff. I'm trying to take up a new skill. I'm trying to learn to play the guitar. I bought a guitar yesterday, actually. I still haven't even tried to learn. I just thought I'd learn a new skill. I mean, playing the guitar is something I've always wanted to do. I've never just done it, so I thought, what better time than now? I've got all this time on my hands. I might as well learn a new skill. I mean, it's just one of those things. I think you do need things to keep you occupied. Otherwise, you'll just sit there going crazy, really. And one of the things is, obviously, whereas I'm off work at the moment, everyone else I know isn't. So a lot of the time you are on your own because everyone else is at work. So you need things to keep you busy. So I mean, it will be good. And yeah, I will learn the guitar and all of that. And I will carry on the drawings and hopefully find a few more other things to keep me busy. But I mean, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm okay now. I'm in remission, and that's the main thing. So can't really complain. But yeah, 7 more chemos to go. I'll get through them, no problem. I'm not really fussed anymore. I know I'll do it. The hardest part is probably coming, but see, people think it's done, but it's not. I think it's going to get harder, but it will be better, and September will come by very, very quickly. So, I mean, yeah, again, just going to crack on with the chemo, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. But yeah, I'm doing good. Good stuff.